welcome to episode 4 of season 7 of Great Kids Up Close. I'm Jacqueline Hammett.
And I'm Marquart Doty from the City Schools Student Media Team. Thanks for joining us. We're excited to share with you the latest from City Schools.
From helping in the community to being inspired by our own students, on Great Kids Up Close, you will see the real stories of what's happening across Baltimore City Public Schools.
In this action-packed episode, we start off with a visit to our house with the National Academy Foundation. Then, we'll profile a fashion design student at Baltimore Design School. Next, we'll kick things off with the most historic rival in the city, City versus Poly. Or is it Poly versus City?
Who knows, but we do know that the JROTC Raiders Challenge was intense, and Green Street Academy makes history with their first ever varsity football team, and the Baltimore National College Fair was a huge success.
Last but not least, Carver's Carpentry program builds a learning station for a nature play space in Druid Hill Park featuring a 188-year-old tree.
Well, that's old.
Real old.
Let's take it out to our house where Jasmine Lepre is enjoying French cuisine with the National Academy Foundation.
Hey, it's Jasmine, and I'm here at the Our House Food Hall in Remington, where National Academy Foundation has their own pop-up featuring French cuisine. It's called Aromatic. The food looks delicious and smells amazing. But get this, all the proceeds will help NAF buy their own food truck. First, let's talk about their French cuisine. They have pomme frite, croque madame, roasted cauliflower, and a chicken crepe.
Country ham with provolone cheese and Swiss cheese. And then what we do, we toast the bread and then we finish it in the oven until the cheese can melt. And we close the sandwich when it comes out the oven and we top it off with a sunny side up egg.
Basically how you normally cook fries, but to top it off you put the mayonnaise, the aioli sauce, which is mayonnaise and garlic, on top. And you sprinkle a little bit of thyme on it.
Now let's see what they think about getting their own food truck.
The reason why we would want to have a food truck because we will have a frequent income, buy new equipment or fix out new equipment that's broken.
The food truck will help NAV because it gets word out about our programs that we have and basically draws attention.
The experience of having their own pop-up shop is something that everyone is taking seriously.
So what the kids should get out of working here would be practical experience on how to run a restaurant. That's what we're teaching. That's what ProStart 1 and 2 is about, as well as the hospitality industry is about. We want to teach them how to be able to go out into the workforce and be successful.
Business experience early on is probably the best thing any child can get, any student. And you can't get more of a real-world experience than being right here in the middle of this fabulous marketplace.
Somewhere they may be interested in the culinary field, but they don't necessarily want to cook. They may be in the hospitality field, but they don't necessarily want to be in the front of the house. They're interested in finance, and they kind of merge and work well together.
I like that I'm learning the mistakes, so when I get into the real field, I won't make the mistakes then.
Okay, so today is Thursday, October 26th, and this pop-up is only open until Sunday. So get down here ASAP to try the food and support NAF's mission to get their students a food truck. Help make a difference in our community. This has been Jasmine Lepre for the City School Student Media Team. See you at Aromatic.
If you didn't get a bite of that food, you missed out.
Yes, it looks amazing. I bet their food truck would sell out. And now, we introduce you to a student bound to take over the fashion industry. He goes by the name of Chance the Designer. Bassin Saul is on the report. Take it away.
Hey everyone, it's Bassin Saul, and I'm here to talk to you about Chance the Designer, an amazing student from the Baltimore Design School who creates one-of-a-kind fashion items. Chance has been learning about fashion design and creating things for the past 9 years and is even his own boss.
It's like I'm my own boss at times. I just started getting into prom season business. This is a black lace top. I made this last year for the fashion show. Just a gold one piece. Everybody makes prom dresses, but a lot of people's stuff is not custom because they make the same design twice. I make every single design once. I got it cut out from a commercial pattern and then I fix the pattern in a different kind of way, then I will use it. I would usually just cut and make my own style, custom design from it.
The core to all students learning fashion design is understanding the design process.
We would prototype first, that's designing, cutting out patterns, prototype, research what kind of pattern do you want to do, what kind of design would you like to do. The prototype you would try, and then if you would fail, you would try again.
For inspiration, Chance looked to the fashion of a couple famous celebrities.
David Bowie and Lady Gaga, they are like my inspirations when it comes to fashion. Because they're edgy, they're still relevant, everything is different that they wear.
But really, all of these experiences have only motivated Chance to work harder in school to achieve his future dreams.
I want to go to FIDM College in California. I'm trying to get like a good SAT score so I can get a scholarship. The school inspires me. It makes me want to come to school every day. This is like my second home inside this fashion classroom. My long-term goals, I want to go to Paris after college. I hope I become famous in the design industry.
As you can see, Chance is a hardworking, determined student with a true fashion sense. And if you're looking for a custom-made prom dress, you better get on that. This has been Bass and Saw with the City School Student Media Team. See you next time.
Look how passionate he is.
Absolutely. With that mindset, he'll be a full-time entrepreneur by prom season.
Absolutely. Ladies, you better place your orders now. Stay tuned for more great stories. We'll be right back after this break.
Everyone has a role to play when it comes to making sure each student is in school every day. By working together, the entire school community can create a school climate that makes school a place where students want to be, and a place where teaching and learning can thrive. Schools where students and families feel welcomed, supported, and respected reinforce a culture of high attendance expectations and are exciting places to be. So do your part in making sure that all of our students are in school every day, ready to learn.
The most important thing is to try to find out what you want to do with your life. Well, I've always wanted to be a doctor, so that's sort of like guided me, and that's sort of like been my motivation to do so well in school. And that will be your motivation. If you say, hey, I want to be a photographer, then you'll work towards that. If you want to be a doctor, you'll work towards that. And you'll pick the college, or you'll do whatever. You'll pick the internships, and that will just sort of guide you. So try to find some type of long-term goal if you can, and just let that guide you like I did.
Did you know that students who have a regular diet of nutritious foods are healthier, have more energy, and do better in school? That's why City Schools is increasing its healthy and fresh food options for every meal served during the school day.
I love that they have my favorite vegetables and fruits. By eating healthy, I'm gonna get more smart. If you don't be healthy, you're gonna get sick.
Students who eat well, do well. So be sure to choose healthy options to keep your body energized and your mind focused and ready to learn.
Hey, welcome back to Great Kids Up Close, Season 7, Episode 4.
Now let's go out to Ayanna and Basson, who covered the biggest football showdown in Baltimore City.
City versus Poly. Athletes put it all on the line to see which team is the best.
Hey everyone, this is Bass and Saw.
And I'm Ayanna Thomas, and we are here to bring you
an inside look at the upcoming Baltimore Polytechnic City College football game at M&T Bank Stadium this Saturday at noon.
And how City's about to win for the 6th year in a row.
Yeah, right, Ayanna. Poly's up for something big this year.
Game on!
This rivalry is about the two best schools in the city, and year after year, we fight and battle to see who's the best team.
So how do you perceive the tradition of this game, and what does it mean to you and maybe even to alumni?
Well, to me, over 125 years long, having this rivalry, being able to play at the stadium, I feel like that's an opportunity you only get once in your lifetime.
What's so special about like the alumni and everything is that they support us real heavily, and they this game is like a real big deal for them. So we want to prepare and get ready to roll for them.
It means a lot to me to be a part of this because I know this has been around since before I was born. So I feel like I got a chip on my shoulder. I got to go out there and work hard, not just for me, for my teammates, for the alumni, everybody.
So how are you getting hyped up? Like, what's motivating you?
What's motivating us was social media. So that's how motivated me. Come on the field, show them what I do best, get the W.
I've been playing since I was 9 years old, so Everywhere I go, I think about football, so I just love being on this field. It's a blessing. We've been losing 5 years in a row, so we're trying to break that streak right now. So we're going to go out with a bang.
Running hills, running hundreds, everything like that, that's what motivates me because I want to go out there. I want to play for my teammates and everything. If they done for me, I want to do the same thing for them.
My guys, my team, knowing that this is going to be my last game with them, this last time I'm on the field with them, I got to give it all.
How's the team getting prepared?
We mostly getting prepared by just treating it like it's any other game, going through the same routine, film, practice, O days, D days. That's basically it.
Been focused, working on what we got to work on, trying to get them on balance while we stay balanced.
We both work hard on the field, off the field, in the classroom, everything like that. We just collide all the time, though, and everything.
It's a big crowd and everything, so we got to be able to block all that out and focus on the game at hand. So we've been preparing mentally.
Well, it looks like we got some heat boiling.
And a lot of heart to put into the game.
Who do you see taking the W this year? I stand behind the Knights.
And I'm all for the Parrots bringing their fire to the table this year.
See you this Saturday at noon
at M&T Bank Stadium.
This has been Ayanna Thomas
and Basson Saw for the City School Student Media Team.
See you at the game.
Wow, that rivalry doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon.
Not at all. The game was a thriller. Congrats to both Poly and City for all their hard work on the field and in the classroom.
Indeed. Now, we'll take a look at another competition. The JROTC Raiders Challenge held at the Frederick Douglass High School.
JROTC programs from across the city compete in several challenges where students display perseverance, teamwork, and military tactics. Let's check it out.
Today is one of the 7 events that we have for citywide competitions. Today we did what's known as the Raiders Challenge, which is an outdoor, physically demanding event. It has several different events that we do.
Each year, the CEO names a junior ROTC unit as the best in Baltimore City. The Raiders Challenge is one of several events that we compete in with all the other junior ROTC units in the city.
It gives me discipline and structure for my life, so that way sometime in the future, if I ever do decide to go into the military, I'll already have some form of background and understanding for the reasons why certain things happen.
So you all got to put it over your shoulder and y'all all got to pull at the same time and run and start running, keep running. And the mission for JROTC is to motivate them to making better citizens. So we want them to know, based off our example, we want them to know that, hey, there's things that they can do outside of Baltimore or in Baltimore. They can do whatever they want to do as long as they put their mind to it.
It's been a good experience. They teach us a lot of different things, how to be a better citizen. They teach us to respect everybody, respect all adults. They teach us to respect ourselves. They teach us team building, how to work together.
Basically, I feel like it's just a team building exercise. It's helping you get better as a team. Just having fun, basically.
And another thing, too, you got some more hairs on your chin. I can count them.
What, you cute or something?
The relay is the tire flip. Notice I said flip. I think this is a very critical age as they transition out of high school to college or a career or whatever path they choose. They need to be ready.
Our kids are looking for discipline, and by us being hard on the kids, it kind of pushed them. And it's something that they wanted, believe it or not, but it actually pushed them to go further than what they actually believe that they can accomplish.
They're probably the most motivated students in my school. We love to get outside. We love to get outside and do things. They come early for practices, stay late for practices. They're fun in class. I've been doing this as my 23rd year in Baltimore City Public Schools, and I can't ever conceive of doing anything else.
Hey, good job.
Pulling cars, climbing rope, flipping tires. Wow, that was intense.
Definitely. And the students look like they're having a fun time.
We have to take another break, but stay tuned. We have more stories to share.
And you can't forget about the question of the show.
That's right. We'll be right back.
A lot of exciting things are happening each and every day in Baltimore City Public Schools. Our students are learning, excelling, growing, and achieving as they prepare for college and careers. You can see our students in action and the work they're producing right here on Education Channel 77 and online. If you'd like to watch more stories on the exciting things our students are doing in Baltimore City Public Schools, please visit www.vimeo.com/cityschools.
Hi students and families, you can get to thousands of free online books in 3 easy steps. First, log on to www.kidsa-z.com or download the Kids A through Z app. Next, enter the teacher username. You should have received this already from your teacher. If you haven't, ask for it at school tomorrow. And finally, click on Reading Room and pick a book. If you need any help, please ask your child's teacher.
College life so far, how you expect it? I mean, it's not the glamour that you see on television and everything. I mean, it's a lot of work, especially transitioning from being a high school student to a college student, because you have like a lot of free time, so you have to learn how to balance that, like who your professor is and how to study, how to make sure you're on your best for each and every class. So it's like really having to have self-control over yourself to say, I want to do my best.
Work is underway on modernizing school buildings, like here at Fort Worthington Elementary Middle School.
The type of school buildings we deserve.
Our new schools will provide community-friendly spaces and be better for our environment. They will allow for innovative technology and 21st century teaching and learning.
The 21st Century School Buildings program is positively affecting my education and my city.
That's right. Learn more about this major commitment from the state, City of Baltimore, and city schools by visiting baltimore21stcenturyschools.org. Building a brighter future together.
Welcome back to Great Kids Up Close, Season 7, Episode 4.
We're going to keep the show going. Next stop, the Baltimore National College Fair. There were colleges from all over the world. The students had plenty of options and gained tons of information. Imani was there to fill us in. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Imani at the National College Fair in the Convention Center in Baltimore City. Students are on the search for admissions, financial aid, and colleges all over the country. It's a one-stop shop. Now let's go see what are some frequently asked questions from students and admission officers.
What are the basic admissions requirements, like diversity of the campus, accessibility of the campus?
Where am I able to go for study abroad programs? What kind of student life do they have? What kind of clubs do they offer for students of color, for students of different religious backgrounds?
Like, what's the tuition in like in-state or like out-of-state, and the locations and the majors of the schools.
So I get a lot of what programs do you offer, and then of course tuition price, so students are much more aware of like financially what college is going to look like, costs and things like that. So typically those are some of the biggest questions that I get.
What resources the school or university has inside and outside of the classroom.
If you make it down here, take time to go to the Resource Center and some workshops to applying colleges and getting money.
Students who apply early decision have a statistical advantage to applying and getting admitted than students who apply to that same school through regular decision.
Central Scholarship and College Bound next to me were both private scholarship providers. So that means in addition to the aid that your school will give you, as well as federal and state aid, we have more funding for you. So it's a competitive process. We're both here to help students be able to better afford school.
A great thing about coming to the National College Fair is you get access to schools in and out of state.
Yes, just to get like more exposure about schools that they would have never experienced or never heard of if they're not in the area.
Check out more colleges here and actually get the time to apply, and it actually gives them the opportunity to be what they want to be in life.
You get a more hands-on opportunity. It's that step in between the website and visiting a school. So you get to talk to somebody about the school, who has information more than what you could get online.
They're here, it's accessible for them, and it really allows us to just have a moment where we could tell them about some of the awesome things that our universities have available for them.
Starts again at 6:30 tonight, wraps up tomorrow at noon. Come down, get lots of great information. I'm Imani Humphreys-Torres with the City School Student Media Team. See you at the fair.
I didn't know there were so many colleges.
Neither did I. It's cool that students are able to learn about campus life and financial aid.
Yes, they will be well prepared to go to the college of their choice. Now it's time to hit the field again with a More Than a Game segment. Green Street Academy launched its first ever varsity football program. History is being made at Green Street. We are glad to be a part of it.
First varsity football team at Green Street. I mean, you can tell your family, older siblings, younger siblings, you was the first person to ever be on the Green Street football team from 10 years from now. And then it's like brought Green Street together. Personally, the whole school, teachers, staff, students, it brought everybody together to become more closer, especially the football team, more as a family, as though on the football team nobody can feel like they don't got nobody that love them.
To be the first varsity coach here, it's absolutely a blessing. It's an honor to work at this school. I have just had just the most amazing time working with these young men over here. It's truly been an incredible experience so far. I can't really put it into words, but it's been awesome.
I guess it's just a bond that brings together friendships. You may come together and make that bond that makes everything work at the same level.
The game of football means to me, it means family, humbleness. I believe that once you become one, you know the aspects to be great.
It's just an incredible season. The kids, our young men, have responded well. They come out and work every week, and they're doing great things in the classroom as well. So it's been just an overall very positive experience so far.
Let's crank it up, start to finish. 2 minutes, let's go.
Amazing. Those students are going to be a part of history forever.
That's pretty cool. Shout out to the Green Street Academy.
All right, it's about that time. It's time for the question of the show. Earlier, we checked out the National Academy Foundation serving food at the pop-up restaurant at our house. What type of food were they serving? Was it A, Italian, B, Indian, C, French, or D, Korean?
The correct answer is coming up after this short break. Stay tuned.
I'm a first-generation college student, so there wasn't much help from from home with the process. Like, they encouraged me, but they didn't really know how to go about the process. So I worked here at North Avenue last year as Student Congress President, and I received a mentor, Dr. Jessup, who works here, and she helped me with the college process, her and her husband. If I didn't have her, then it would have been way harder than what it was.
I am a Baltimore City Public School student.
I'm Lara Goma, Baltimore City Public School.
maa ngi dëkk ci Baltimore City bi.
Salut, je suis une élève de Baltimore City Public School.
Sono un estudiante di Baltimore City Public Schools. أنا طالب في مدارس بالتيمور الحكومية.
We are Baltimore
City Public School students.
And we celebrate diversity
every day.
These are our future: engineers and electricians,
software designers and doctors,
construction workers and childcare providers.
They will build apps and houses, create menus and video games,
work with cutting-edge technology and kids.
They'll be found in classrooms and courtrooms, construction sites and computer labs.
They are Baltimore City Public School students. They are career and technology education.
Modernizing school buildings for Baltimore City students has begun, like right here at Arundel Elementary School.
Amazing new spaces to learn in.
Yes, through this program, schools and communities are being brought together in a brand new way.
And I'm so proud to be part of this effort.
That's right. Construction jobs are open and internships are available. Discover more about the program at www.baltimore21stcenturyschools.org.
Building a brighter future together.
Welcome back. So now it's time for the answer to the question of the show. Earlier, we checked out the National Academy Foundation serving food at the pop-up restaurant at our house. What type of food were the students serving? Was it A, Italian, B, Indian, C, French, or D, Korean?
The correct answer is C. The students delighted customers with a French cuisine to raise money for their very own food truck. Good job.
In our final segment of the show, we'll take a visit to Carver Vocational Technical High School, where carpentry students contribute to a nature play space at Drew Hill Park featuring a 188-year-old tree.
You heard that correctly, 188 years old. This is such a cool story. Let's get in on the action.
Jasmine LaPrey is back at it again with the report.
Hey, it's Jasmine. I'm here at Druid Hill Park, where Carver's carpentry program is in the final stages of building a learning center featuring a 188-year-old tree. But this project really began a few weeks ago back in the wood shop at Carver. Here, students built the frame, sanded the white oak, applied a finish, and set the section of white oak into place.
Correct measurements, correct cuts, make sure your cuts smooth, nice and even. This is pressure treated lumber, it's drop proof, so it'll last very long. And the foundation going in the ground, so we gotta have it where there's no insects, and over time it'll still last.
Before taking it out to Druid Hill Park, a final check on height and some thoughts on the history of the tree and what it might mean for people visiting the park.
It's history of the park. Most of us, so when people come, they gonna see, oh wow, this 188 years old. Just looking at the wood, they can feel on it, touch on it. Most things that are on the earth don't survive that long. So that's why I'm really excited about getting more people back to the park to come see this. And also not only see this, but be inspired. Let's go out more.
On the day of the big installation, with the students eager to get the learning center in place, they quickly realized adjustments needed to be made.
I think we want it lower.
Huh? Lower?
I think we want it lower. Right?
You want to go a little lower?
I mean, this is like our height, but kids' height.
When we got here, we had the problem solved because the holes could only be dug to a certain depth, and it wasn't the depth that we expected or wanted. So they had to adapt and figure out a solution, and a few hand saws later, we got what we needed.
And then the team took care of leveling, attaching signage, and filling around the post with concrete. Now this learning center, made with a section from a 188-year-old white oak tree, will sit inside a beautiful nature play space for kids, designed by Baltimore Rec and Parks.
Nice and natural environment for kids to jump around on, and we created this one around this giant white oak tree that fell, and we left the tree in place and designed the playground around the tree.
The carpentry students explained the significance behind the project and how it can impact kids coming to the play space.
The experience is wonderful. This is my first project actually dealing with a slice of a tree. When we was drilling it, I was kind of scared it's going to crack open, so how thick it was, can it support the certain bolts and stuff like that. Kids can come back, they can learn about the oak tree, enjoy being at this park, having fun, and they can learn a little history.
Giving back to the community is a big thing, so I appreciate it.
At the end of the day, this experience gives notice that art carpentry students are talented and trained to take on any project.
That wood shop that those kids have an opportunity to learn in is pretty fantastic.
I love it. It's great exposure for us to let people know how talented my kids are. There's literally nothing they can't or haven't made.
I had a first-hand experience today, and I hope anyone watching this will come down to the Nature Play Space at Druid Hill Park and get a little slice of Baltimore history, all thanks to Carver Carpentry and Baltimore Recs and Parks. This has been Jasmine LaPrey for the City School Student Media Team. See you next time.
Another historic moment for City Schools.
Absolutely. That's it for this episode of Great Kids Up Close.
Thank you for joining us and sharing the wonderful stories of our students. Be sure to watch Educational Channel 77, and for more, head to vimeo.com/City Schools.
Or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are everywhere. And if your school would like us to cover a story, email communications@bcps.k12.md.us. I'm Marquart Doty.
And I'm Jacqueline Hammett. See you next time on Great Kids Up Close. Bye!